Are you moving to Perry, Georgia, but not sure what subdivision is right for you and your family? Hey, don't worry. I'm going to break down some of the top subdivisions to live in Perry, Georgia, so you have a better understanding of what may or may not work for you and your family. Hey guys, living in Middle Georgia here, your go-to real estate team in the Middle Georgia area. Hey, today I'm just going to hang out and talk about some subdivisions that I think would be a good place to live if you were moving to the Perry, Georgia area. Now, let me just say, these are not the only subdivisions in the area, and they're not the only good subdivisions in the area. These are the top 5 that come to my mind whenever I think of moving to Perry and actually living there, as far as convenience and the feel of the subdivisions and all that kind of stuff taken into account. So each person has different preferences, so these subdivisions may not be for everybody, and that's fine. I've tried to range them in several different price points, so kind of hit everybody's budget and give you an idea of what these subdivisions are going to be like. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about is going to be Mossy Lake subdivision, and more specifically, the windmill at Mossy Lake. Now, these are going to be custom homes, so finding a home in here may be a little difficult. Most of the time you have to get a lot, then you build it, and then boom, you've got your home. But every now and then somebody is moving out of there. So if you can catch one that goes on the market and be able to buy one that's already built, that's a plus. But these are going to be $500,000 or more on the price. So if that's your price range, I would say definitely check out Mossy Lake subdivision before you make a choice. Now, the environment here is going to be kind of peaceful and quiet. You're not going to hear a lot of noise or anything from the city. You got that feel that you're out away from everything, but at the same time, you're just a 5-minute drive from downtown Perry or a 10-minute drive from Warner Robins. So as far as convenience is concerned, I think it's pretty convenient. Interstate's probably 8 to 10 minutes away as well. So if you need to go north or south, this is not going to be a bad subdivision for you either. Now, I will say this subdivision is going to be for families, probably some professionals, maybe some retirees just looking to kind of be out away from everything, but still have that convenience to get to what they need. And then the second one I'm going to talk about, now I kind of threw this in there. I don't know if you or somebody you know is 55 or older, but this is going to be a 55 or older community, and it's Houston Springs. Now, there are a couple of other ones in the Middle Georgia area. This is just the one that I think of whenever I think of Perry, Georgia. So it has an 18-hole golf course, which you guys, if you watched any of my other videos, you already know I like to play golf. So this is going to be a good one if you do like to play golf. They've got a clubhouse they do all kinds of social activities and stuff like that, get-togethers where all the neighbors and everybody get together, have some fun, have some events. They have a fitness center, a swimming pool, they have some walking trails, and they also have tennis courts. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do in the subdivision without actually having to leave. And another thing that I like is that it's low maintenance. So a lot of the stuff is rolled into the HOA fees. So the lawn care, exterior maintenance of the building, all that stuff is rolled into the HOA fees. Now, I will say they are a little high, but when you consider everything that's rolled into that and what they take care of, I think it's pretty fair as far as the price is concerned. So, hey, if you're looking for a friendly, welcoming atmosphere, then Houston Springs might be the place for you once you get retired and you're looking to just kind of lay back, not have to worry about much, go play some golf, enjoy yourself, and just have a good time. The next one, I know I said Mossy Lake is probably my favorite, but it's very close between that one and this one. And this one is Indian Creek Plantation. And the reason I like this one so much is because of the lot size. So I don't believe there's anything out there that's less than 4 or 5 acres. So you're going to have plenty of room to do whatever you want to, really. And it's a well-established subdivision. It is a gated community. Now, it's not as crazy as the ones in Forsyth that have somebody manning the guard tower, 7 to 7 or whatever the hours are. But you do have to have either a code or a little clicker to get in the gate. So keep that in mind. Another thing I like is that you're going to see some deer and wildlife in this subdivision, and to me that's cool. I'm a hunter. I like to, not only kill the deer, sorry. But I do like to watch them and just see them, and my kids like them as well. So this would be a great subdivision if you like that wildlife aspect of it as well. And it's going to be a variety of homes in here. So I think the smallest one is around 2,800 square feet. And I know there's some well over 4,500 square feet. So you're going to have a wide variety of sizes and architecture as far as the homes are concerned. And hey, you're just, I'd say 5-7 minutes from downtown Perry, 4 minutes to the interstate. So it's very accessible to all the stuff that you're going to need. And the school zones are great. Now, let me say, all of these subdivisions are going to have great school zones. Houston County in general has really good schools. So if that's a concern for you, you're not going to really have to worry about that anywhere in Perry because everywhere has good schools. So just wanted to put that in there. So if you're looking for school zones, Perry is going to be a good place for you. Now, not only that, but the convenience of everything that you're going to need is just a couple of minutes away to downtown Perry, which I love it. There's a lot of events, a lot of activities and stuff that go on there. So we're actually heading to one Friday, so I look forward to that. I'm going to go on to the next one. This is going to be Greystone. These are going to be around the 350 and up range. These are going to be more like a builder's spec home. Now, you can customize it somewhat if you catch it early enough in the construction phase. So pick out your flooring, your cabinet colors, your paint colors, your plumbing fixtures, your light fixtures, all that kind of good stuff. So, but if it's past a certain phase of the construction, then you're not going to be able to do that because more than likely they've already ordered all those things and have that picked out. So keep that in mind if you're going to go for a subdivision like this. And you're going to have different floor plans that you can pick from. I'm not going to lie, the homes are going to look somewhat similar as far as, materials and colors and stuff like that on the exterior. There are several, I think they have like 5 or 6, maybe 7 floor plans that you can pick from. A couple of different sizes, so the price will be determined by that. Now, the lot size, it's okay. All right, it's probably like 1/3 of an acre. So for a subdivision like this, that's not bad. So I will say it does have a decent sized lot for the type of subdivision that it is. And this one is also going to be convenient to your shopping, your restaurants, recreation, anything that you want to do in town. You're going to be able to get there within 7 to 10 minutes. Of course, I just said the school zone is going to be great. You don't have to worry about that. It's also easily accessible to the interstate. So if you've got to go north or south for whatever, maybe you want to go to Macon, or maybe you want to go down south to Hawkinsville or Cordial, wherever, the interstate's right there and you can just jump on it and go wherever you need to go. Sliding on into the last one is going to be Preserve at Agricultural Village. Now, these are going to be similar to Greystone, not necessarily the style or finishes, but the fact that it's a builder spec home that you can somewhat customize as long as you catch it in the right stage of the process. Now, if you wanted to do one from the ground up, then that would be an option, and then you could pick everything that goes into the home as far as countertops, lighting fixtures, cabinets, flooring, all that good stuff. You would be able to pick that out at the beginning. Now, I will say, when you're making these selections, be careful, okay, because they can add up really quick. So you go and you start upgrading countertops and throwing in a screened-in porch or a grilling pad or anything like that. It's going to change the price of the home, and your $260,000 home could go to a $300,000 home real quick. So hopefully you're working with a good agent. They're going to help you make these selections and help you with the process to make sure you don't go over that budget and that you're staying where you need to on the selections. And I will say, 9 times out of 10, my clients can find something in the standard selections that they like without having to pay for the upgrade. So just keep that in mind. They have something similar to what most people are looking for. So when you're making those selections, keep that in mind. Make sure you don't go over your budget when you are doing those upgrades and stuff like that. Now, as far as the lot size is concerned, you're going to be right around the 0.2, 0.5 of an acre on the lot. So yes, the homes are somewhat closer together, but for the price point and the home you're getting, I feel like it's a good deal. So You're also convenient to the interstate, 2 miles, I would say, off the interstate. Now, one good thing about that, not only are you convenient to the interstate, but you can't hear the interstate. So I know me, I don't really care for the road noise and hearing all the traffic and stuff like that. So that is another good thing about this subdivision. There's a lot of trees and stuff that surround this subdivision, agricultural area. So it's kind of just out there by itself. No other subdivisions or anything around it, a lot of farmland, and you can't hear the interstate, which is nice. And you're also right there next to the Perry Ag Center, which is where monster trucks, rodeos, the Georgia National Fair, all that kind of stuff goes to. You're 4 or 5 minutes from there. So, hey, hop in your car, get there a little early, beat everybody to it, and not have to wait in those long lines. You got a little bit of advantage over people. Now, as far as downtown Perry is concerned, you're going to be, I'd say, maybe 8 minutes or so from downtown Perry. So not a hard drive at all for all the events and festivals and stuff that they have going on there. So, hey, in my opinion, it's a great neighborhood. They've got a nice pool area, convenient to everything, and you have striplings right there. I mean, literally like a mile from the subdivision. So they've got a lot of good beef jerky, meat, spices, homemade stuff. So make sure you check that out if you're in the area. Hey guys, if you have any questions about these subdivisions or any of the other great subdivisions in Perry, Georgia, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text at 478-888-7808. And as always, make sure you go down there, smash that subscribe button, and hit that little bell so you get notified when we make more videos. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you on the next one.